right, everybody, good morning. Welcome to December 27th. How are you doing today? This is the last week of the year. A couple of announcements about Pathfinders. If you're in Pathfinders and you like Pathfinders, stay in Pathfinders because we are discontinuing this membership, the bundle that we have for Pathfinders. For 2022. However, those of you who are in Pathfinders right now will receive another year. You can be in it for another year. We're going to be changing around the memberships as January 1st approaches here. And I know a lot of you do like Pathfinders, and we're just trying to expand and do some other things that people have been asking of us. But that Pathfinders membership is something that a lot of people love. So stay in it if you're there. Okay, Pathfinders, we do those Thursday lives, we do the morning message, we do the all zodiac. So stick in there if you want to keep getting that. You would be able to do it, but it would be a la carte, and that's more expensive, so you don't want to do that. Okay, all right, let's see where we go this morning. Let's see where we go this week. Chikara's class on soul contracts. If you've been itching to figure out why a person is in your life, that's the class. That's going to be happening this week. There's a link below. Starseed. See through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. I think I want to read this to you. We have Starseed and then the purple lens card. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. This feels very extraordinary. It feels out of your normal life experience. What's going to be going on. I feel like you're going to be seeing not just your humanity, which you see frequently living on a 3D planet, but now since we've moved into a 5D planet, 2022, for the next couple of years, the full transformation won't really happen until the 2032, I believe it is. But 2021 and 2022 are the times when you're no longer able to really dip a toe back and forth, kind of like, okay, well, I live in the 5D in the evening and the 3D in the morning. It's going to become increasingly difficult to do that. All right. And the 3D life, just imagine this. The 3D life is where all of your rationalizations, all of your ways of handling things, coping mechanisms, all of those things used to work. And they ain't gonna work no more. They're not gonna work anymore. So you're gonna have to come to terms with what's underpinning these coping mechanisms, right? If you dive into work because your family was was totally all about workaholism and things like that, and that was considered good, now you're going to see how really difficult that is to maintain, and also it's going to feel bad with your body, much more than it would have before we started going through this spiritual awakening process in the last 10, 20 years. So over on Souls on Fire, I'm going to be starting to put up more videos about walking the spiritual path. You guys in the morning message are the ones that usually care about those videos. So I'm going to start to do that this week. Underneath is the Queen of Pentacles. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll put a link to Souls on Fire in the description box. 10 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Justice in reverse. All right. 2 of Cups in reverse. Strength in reverse. All of these cards in reverse. Knight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. The Star. And wow. So, okay. So when I teach this little tarot class, and I have an online school for learning tarot, and this is one of the questions I do get frequently is, what does it mean when everything's in reverse? And what's not in reverse here is this Queen of Pentacles card. This card is the energy of what's going on for you, what is happening for you subconsciously, or what is going on for you underneath where no one else can see. This does feel to me like you are taking care of yourself. You are in a good way. You are nurturing yourself. You are looking at your own paradigms, your own processes, your own coping mechanisms, and you're working on it. What other people may see is a lot of resistance. You may not be showing up like the work is being done. Other people may not see it. You may be resisting other people seeing it. When an entire reading is in reverse, it makes me feel like the person, you, are either doing a massive amount of resistance, or it's just not time yet for this to show up, for this to manifest in your life. You're working on getting rid of all these burdens. 10 of Wands. You're working on the third party situations. All of these things. It's just not come to the place where things are being experienced in your life. You're just not feeling the experience right now. Not yet. But I do feel like there is a love coming along. Could be a Leo, a Libra, an Aquarius. And once you do learn these lessons, everything is going to flip. Everything is going to flip. These cards in reverse say to me, jammed up energy. Jammed up energy. And part of it is, I feel like it hinges on this 10 of Wands in reverse. That once you drop your expectations that because I do a thing appears in my life, because I release and let go of third parties, then it's never going to show up in my life. I release and let go of overly romantic ideas. That'll show up for me if I release and let go of it. It's sort of like you're trying to let go of something, you're trying to let go of something that you feel doesn't work for you, but you're not quite there yet. I'm very much feeling that for those of you, whoever this reading is for, you may feel very stuck right now. You may feel like every single thing you try to do doesn't work. But what's working is inside. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles. What's working is what's going on inside. So you could be dealing with another person who is, you're just really resistant to learning the lesson of this person. What is this lesson? 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Hanged Man. Okay, so this says to me that, the answer is to really surrender. The answer is to really surrender. What I asked about is, what can I do? What lesson am I not learning? It is about boundaries. This is about not putting up boundaries with someone. The more you put up boundaries, I feel like you feel that's resistance. That's why all this is showing up in reverse. That it's, I'm resisting love, I'm resisting healing, I'm resisting balance, I'm resisting joy. If you put up boundaries, I think that's the issue here. Because when you take care of yourself and everything else feels resistant, everything else feels like upside down, that's a message that you received at some point in your life that says when you do things for yourself, nothing else happens because it's too selfish, or it's too, it has nothing to do with what real life is like, or something like that. This is a mindset that says when I take care of myself and when I put up boundaries, I don't get love. When I tell people what I need from them, they'll run away from me. When I fully step into my power, people won't like me anymore because I won't be, doing everything for them and being codependent like crazy. So the good news here is you are stepping into doing the work for yourself, but what you're feeling in the world is you're feeling that everything is resistant to you, that everything isn't going to happen. Because for some reason you feel like this is antithetical to the thing you want. You might feel like you need to make yourself more available to this love partner or to this person. And in reality, putting up boundaries is the thing you need to work on. Seeing things differently. Seeing things differently, okay? So seeing third party situations differently, balancing out the justice of this third party. Some of you may have a past life connection to third party where you constantly find yourself in those third party situations, maybe differently than how you experience them in a past life. So, for example, if you in a past life were the one who was always cheated on, in this life, you might be the one who's cheating on someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, in this life, you're experiencing it in a flipped way. And the reason you're doing that, it's sort of like you're trying to balance your karma from the past life. That in this life, you might feel like no one really, no one really goes out of their way for you. No one really loves you, or no one really does the things you expect or want people to do. They're not romantic enough. They're not powerful enough. They're not sharing enough love with you. And so you're thinking that it's because your boundaries are too strong when in fact they're too weak. Okay? And the healing part here is knowing that you have something to learn. This is almost like a I don't know what I don't know what I don't know kind of a spread. And what we're doing here is we're opening up to the idea of, oh, now I know what I don't know, and now I can move forward with my healing work or with my boundary work or something like that. I just feel like, when you don't know what you don't know, there's a whole lot of information that's needed to be learned, and you're doing it. You're just not seeing the benefit of it yet. Some of you have been doing your own spiritual work for a really long time. And you're like, when does this get good? When do I stop, having third party people show up? When do I stop having connections that turn out to be nothing or unloving or something like that? When does that happen? And there's this spot between the doing of the work and the actual appearance of the new thing. And I feel like there's some kind of like galactic gateway here. All right, so I'm going to read this purple one. See through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. I also think the starseed one is worth a look. So let me see. Ta-da. Ta-da. I was like, where's that little book? All right. So see through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. You've just been given a new vision. Don the purple glasses of galactic destiny and envision anew. From this new perspective, you are able to see what others cannot. Everything happening now is filtered through the purple lens of the highest service for you and those around you. Every seeming obstacle is there to steer you forward on your true path. Each encounter, chance meeting, or random resource has a purple tint to it, so you can identify it's just for you. It's like having X-ray glasses to see the connections, threads, and perfect patterns of the cosmic tapestry being woven in front of your eyes. So, wearing my purple glasses of galactic destiny, what do I see differently now? What do I see differently now? So, is it okay that none of these things are appearing right now because, having to surrender to doing this work fully means you're never going back into that 3D life. You're only going forward into the 5D life. You are being comfortable with anxiety. You're being comfortable with, realizing that, hey, I'm doing the work, and none of you are recognizing that. My love hasn't shown up. I still feel like this. I still feel out of balance. I still feel like I haven't done the healing work. But what you don't know is that it's supposed to feel like this. It's supposed to feel upended. And when you figure it out, then you become the hangman. And this is about surrendering to what is. And then all of this frustration glides away. Let's read the starseed one. Whoopsie, don't do that. All right. the starseed one here. Let's see. Attributes. Entelechy, soul, blueprint, seed, expansion, and gifts. The right seeds always bloom. Just as an acorn blueprint to grow into a mighty oak tree, you too carry the seed of the universe within you, ready to spring forth. The word entelechy means the fullest realization of a thing, and that's what you have within you. It's like your highest self guiding you to thrive in the greater mythic story unfolding. Your starseed has been planted, or more accurately, planeted here on Earth for a reason. Invoke your entelechy to hear more. So asking your guides, what have I been seeded to do? What else can I do to nourish and water my own starseed? You see this? You see that it's the space between. It's the space between the nourishing and the shifting into the new paradigms and having them experience in your life. So when you finally know what you don't know, you see that this is a I know, I don't know kind of a thing, then what happens is you put down those burdens, you celebrate the balance, love comes in, healing comes in. All right, so we are going to continue this on. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Virgo. Okay, I'll look at those zodiac signs in the extended. All right, my darlings, good morning, December 27th. There's a link below if you want to continue with me. If you're part of the Pathfinders group, the rest of the reading starts right now.